right then, lads, welcome back to Kosi Arsenal Podcast. My name is Kosi. We are back again with another full-time reaction. Arsenal losing another game in a very, very silly way. That's what I'm gonna say. Losing a game in a very, very silly way, not taking our chances, but as well, again, the substitution is coming in a little bit late for me. And I mean, it doesn't have to do substitutions for for a team at half time at 50 minutes. I thought our substitutions should have come in earlier. I think we gave Manchester United all the audacity in that game. They are poor, and we made them look so good. If you look at the best performers in that game on SofaScore, you will get shocked. Cristiano, best performer in the game, Fred and Bruno Fernandes. Those are the best performers of the game. And I can't believe Scott McTominay is also part of the best performers in that game. Can you imagine? Our best performer has been our goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale. And yet again, a game where we are served by our goalkeeper. Yet again, a game where Arsenal do not look like they're about to win it. We didn't look anywhere close to winning it. I thought among the big teams, this is the win. This is the game we would win. Never. We were never even close to winning it in the 90 minutes. Even when we scored that first goal, we were not even near winning it. But anyway, guys, who was your man of the match? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who was your man of the match, and what did you make of the game? What did you think of Mikel Arteta's lineup? Because for me, that is the right place to start. Yes, there is. For me, Aubameyang was a disgrace. But let us start with Mohamed Elneny in the midfield. Look, I really do not want to smoke players, especially when they have played one game in a season and things like that. But I said it in the match build-up that why is Mohamed Elneny starting in this game? What exactly has he done to deserve a start against a game like Manchester United, against a team like Manchester United? Not really the best in the league or really doing well. But can you go into Old Trafford? They deserve the respect. They deserve a lot. We just didn't give them that. It was more like Arsenal going there. Like we played regular football, like we were playing a regular team. Yes, they've been struggling and things like that. But, it's away from home. It's a big game. It's a remarkable game. It's a remarkable fixture. And for me today, we bottled it. It was an absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. There was nothing there positive in that game. Nothing positive. Because, look, all the mistakes that we did against Liverpool, it was a cut and copy. We did all the mistakes again. Nuno Tavares being exposed. I thought, 50 minutes in, that was that team was calling for Tierney to come on the pitch because Tierney was being cut apart, and Mikel Arteta, just threw a blind eye until we considered a goal from that situation. Marcus Rashford, that is a free cross. And again, what hurts me in that scenario is Nuno Tavares loses that ball, and when he's tracking back, he's literally trolling back in the 18-yard box. He's literally trolling. Look, I do not want to take on any players here, and I'll keep, not to do that apart from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The rest, I will not. But Nuno Tavares, for me, the performance right from the first half, not quality. Absolutely, not quality. And if you still remember, I called for Tierney in this game in my predicted lineup. And I said, there is something a player like Tierney gives you in such games. There is a big difference. Such players, give you a very, very big difference in such games. Very, very big difference. And for me, Nuno Tavares today was an absolute joke. No question there. He was an absolute disgrace in that game. Like I said, he's a young player. I don't want to call him up, call him out, but the performance there was bad. I thought he needed backing. Mikel Arteta didn't do that. And again, think about Mohamed Elneny. I mean, we just made United look too good in the midfield. And I said it, what I said in my match build-up, that United will actually, be underdogs to us in terms of midfield, because I thought we had Partey, we had El Neni, who was a little bit more experienced, and I thought he could handle matters better than Scott McTominay, and then Martin Odegaard, who I think actually had a very, very good game. Not really absolutely, but I think he was decent in that game. Partey, first half, absolutely awful. With his, mate Mohamed El Neni, they were awful. They were absolutely awful in that first half. For me, Mohamed El Neni, awful throughout the game. Partey pulled off a masterclass for us to get the equalizer in the second goal, but it's awful. The performance from those two is awful. And one thing Mikel Arteta forgot is Thomas Partey was awful against Newcastle. If not for Aubameyang Lokonga, we would have been exposed. We would have gotten exposed. It was Lokonga that actually stood his ground against Newcastle. And you know what he did is he dropped him against Manchester United in a fair fight. Because today, he took away the points. Mikel took away the points from his team. For me, it would have been a fair fight if we played Lokonga and maybe Partey. It would have been a fair fight. And what hurt me is 60 minutes in, he doesn't introduce Aubameyang Lokonga. He doesn't. Because we are being torn apart. He saw it. We're being torn apart. Bruno Fernandes all over the place. Fred all over the place. Fred was actually going as far as our 18 yards box, and no one was tracking him. Look at that assist for Bruno. Look at that assist. Mohamed Eni should be there, and Fred is free. And to make matters worse, Bruno is free. So Bruno is not tracked, and then Fred and McTominay are also not being tracked. So they're literally doing anything they want in the midfield, like their prime Pillow and prime Xavi and prime. Well done, mates. Well done. We made Manchester United look like a prime team. That's what we did. Well done. If you're there and you're an Arsenal player, and you've been in the midfield today, well done. But for me, again, the big changer is Ronaldo and Aubameyang. That is the big changer in this game. That is the big changer. And you saw Ronaldo, 3 chances on goal, 1 saved by Aaron Ramsdale, 2 inside the net. Aubameyang, 2 chances on goal, nothing. I'm absolutely disgusted. Absolutely disgusted by that lad. I'm absolutely disgusted. Because I don't even understand. I don't understand how Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is leading the line for Arsenal anymore. I don't understand. I don't understand how he's captain. Should have been. That game should have been 3-3. That game should have been at least 3-3, right? At least he doesn't. He's not tracking back in that game. He's not pressing. He's doing nothing, and he's literally meandering and loitering around, doing nothing. I don't get it. I absolutely don't get what Aubameyang did in that game. I don't know how he deserves, to stay on the pitch for all that time. Because for me, if it was me, put off Aubameyang and bring in Saka, and maybe use Martinelli as striker. He was awful. He was absolutely awful, and it's not the first time. He was playing one of the worst defenses in the league, and that was negative. That was absolutely negative. But of course, guys, just let's give United a lot of credit. Let's give United some credit. They played well today, and I think right from the Chelsea game. Look, I said it against Chelsea. There was a super performance, to get a point against Chelsea. And I think Arsenal really came out to play usual football, which was not really good enough for me. But if you look at the best players on player statistics on SofaScore, Ronaldo actually with an 8.4 rating, and look, he deserves it. You bring him there to score goals. He's done it. Great call by Carrick. Then Bruno Fernandes, 7.8. What hasn't he done in that game? Fred, 7.5. And then you have Martin Odegaard, 7.4. Scott McTominay, 7.4. So, that shows you the difference, where the difference was. The difference was United came to play good football. absolute good football, and they played good football. Because if you look at the best players on the pitch, Rashford, Fred, McTominay, Fernandes, and Cristiano. For me, yes, Odegaard had a good game. Martinelli had a very, very good game. But I really even don't see how I come here and complain about anything in that game. Not anything. Not the referee. Not anything. It was us that actually failed to win that game. We should have done better, honestly. We should have done better. And that is one of the performances that shows you how much we have to do. We need a decent striker. We need a decent number 10. We need a lot of things. Really, we need a lot of things. United has been the ultimate test because, again, United is at our level. And that's something that I expected because United are we are at the same level at United at the moment. They are awful, they're bad, they're poor, they're struggling. I don't know how they get the better of us like that. I don't know. I don't understand how they get the better of us like that. But the performance has been absolutely disgusting. Philip says Aubameyang, he is a real disgrace for Arsenal. Look, for me, I'm disgusted. Big up, big up Tony. Miss Melina says hi, and then Man United matters. China says you respected us a lot. You came for a draw. Look, I don't think we respected you. I don't think we respected you because if we had respected you, we wouldn't be playing the kind of football we played. Actually, I think it's a little bit vice versa. We were more comfortable. We thought this was going to be a free hit, which was so wrong, which was absolutely so wrong. I mean, we didn't give you the respect that you deserved. I don't think we respected United a lot. I don't think. I really don't think. Because, look, the chances you got, all those are avoidable chances. If you're sitting back, you don't get that. You don't get that Marcus Rashford chance that is so cheap to give away. Bruno Fernandes, that goal that is again so cheap to give away. Maybe the penalty, but again the penalty. What is Fred doing there? Absolutely going for goal alone. And I mean, Martin Odegaard sliding in with that tackle. The first place is what is Fred doing there alone? I don't think we gave you a lot of respect. Actually, in my own thoughts, I don't know. I don't know. We were just a shambles. We're just an absolute shambles, honestly. We're just an absolute shambles. Philip, all the blame goes to Aubameyang for today's game. Look, not all the blame. I think Nuno didn't learn from his mistakes against Liverpool. He didn't learn. His tracking was poor. He kept on giving away the ball until he gave away the ball, and then he was exploited on his own wing, and we conceded. Yeah, that's it. So I don't think he was. I don't think it was only Aubameyang. Non-Trele. Yeah, non-Trele. I feel like Mohamed El-Neni also had a very, very poor game. Very, very poor game. Right? I mean, considering the fact that he replaced Lokonga, I expected him to do very, very much better than that. And he didn't. He really didn't do anything better than that. He really didn't do anything better. He was shambles. He was an absolute shambles. So there was a lot. There was a lot. Because look, Arteta, for me, he got it wrong. Yes, he tried to maybe. I don't know whether he tried to give United a surprise, but he got it wrong. Absolutely, he really, really got it wrong. But again, guys, that's it. Another loss. We had a chance to go to the top four. We have failed. The games coming in thick and fast. We have the next one on Monday. Before we internalize this game, then we'll have to play on Monday. We started our December with a loss. Tomorrow I'll do my 6 things I learned, but I hope we can bounce back against Everton. Really, I hope we can do that. And then Philip says, why can't Arsenal give always Aubameyang to League One to a league time? I mean, look, honestly, Aubameyang today, that was a disgraceful performance. And not only today, Newcastle. Was it Leicester? Was it Leicester? Was it Watford? All those games has been really, really performing poorly. Very, very poorly. I think Mikel needs to get the guts to bench him. That's it. Get the guts to bench him. Just bench him. Simple as that. But anyway, guys, we shall speak tomorrow in the morning. 6 things we learned, player ratings, and a couple of things, and see what Mikel Arteta will be saying, in the match, in his press conference reaction. I'm telling you, I'm totally disappointed. Not because we didn't win, because I feel like we should have done better in that game. Should have done better. But anyway, we stay fifth and we look on to the next game. Speak to you tomorrow in the morning, or maybe today in the morning.